Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a day trading futures tutorial. We're going to be using a couple of indicators here because it's not always plain sailing with one particular type of strategy. So I'm looking at oil for today. Looking at the opening range trade is something I like to play if we get all the stars aligned, and we didn't. So then we have to switch to the xBrat algo to try and capture this move down. So I'm going to talk through this. So first of all, on the left, we have the range breakout. The range opens and it's bullish. We have the bullish tag, if you like, that says oil. It's coloured in green. So we're only really looking for longs, but when we look down the bias depth heat map, we're still quite not all 6 time frames long there. So we don't take the trade. Then the next candle, we get a big downward candle and the range turns red for that opening range. So we are looking for a short, but we're not getting the confirmation here for the entry that we'd like to get at this point on the range breakout. So then when we look, this is my chart set layout. I've got the 5 minute for the opening range, I've got the 3 minute on the xBrat algo and harmonics, and then I've got the xBrat algo on the 5 minute here. So I'm going to talk about two. The first 6 star sell we get is the pink line here. If we look on the this is that on that candle that changes direction of the oil opening range. So that is the first potential entry that we have for a short. But look at the bias depth heat map. We're not all red. Okay. We then start to move down a little further, and we get a 5 and a 6 star sell on the 5 minute, and then we're all red. So this is the one where this is the strategy we're going to look at. So we go to the 5 minute. Again, you've got those 3 chart sets there, and you're just continually looking. Now look left at this pivot here. That's a sensible entry. We get a 6 star sell. I'm just going to take away that line a second. So you know, this is the 6 star sell, and we go a couple of ticks below there. So let's put our entry in here. So we're going to go below this pivot as well. So 113.39 would be the entry. So although we didn't get what we needed from the xBrat range breakout, and 3 to 4 days out of 5 we do get that, but when we don't, we need to look at a different type of strategy to get in on a move. And this 5 and the 6 star sell, backed up by all of this red on the bias depth heat map, is the way to go. Then we're looking at the manager to manage this trade. So we're on the 5 minute. On the manager, we can look at day trading moderate, but really we want to be, you know, we just change it here to day trading aggressive. You can see this is where we are. We're still in this trade, so we're using the red ribbon to stay in the trade. Now, one thing for me is crucial is that when we have this first impulse move down, we get a pullback against that on lower than average volume, these blue dots underneath. We get a high volume rejection of these highs. So the dots above the candle with the manager is higher than average volume, but it rejects those highs on higher than average volume. It's going to turn back down, and that's what it did. And we're still in this trade now. This trade is worth at the moment around about 300 ticks. That's $3,000 per one contract. But it's very, very crucial that you don't stick to one strategy when day trading, and this is why the suite of xBrat algo trading indicators, we're looking at different types of strategies for different market conditions. So going back, the range breakout didn't give us a clear entry. We didn't get what we usually get is we get the range defined, we get a bias, and it just breaks. We didn't get that today, so we can't second guess. But then when we look on the right hand charts on the 3 and the 5 minute, we have got xBrat algo 5 and 6 star sells forming. We then using the bias depth heat map to give us that what we call confirmation of the signal. So we're being a little bit patient, And then when we're going for the entry, we're making sure we're below a previous pivot. It's below the 6-star sell. We're good to go. We're short. Now we're managing the trade. So with the manager, we're at 300 ticks profit right now. The you see the cloud here, the ribbon, that's 4 candles in advance. That's in the future. So if this changes to green, we're going to get out. But one sensible thing we would do here is lock in a couple of 100 ticks. So if we just measure that, look for 200 ticks here, and we're about at that point there, 111.40. So 111.40, I need to be above this candle, which is just above the ribbon. So we're at the moment 200 ticks, we're 4 candles behind on that. So in theory, one strategy you could use now is we need to be reasonably conservative and allow this to run. If it runs, with $2,000 per one contract locked in right now, we can just allow this to start to gather some momentum, and if it doesn't, we can actually take that $2,000 profit. But we're 4 candles behind. So one option we have now, as long as this doesn't start to decrease in size, this ribbon, when this current candle closes on the 5 minute, we would then move it down above the next candle, and that would lock in an extra 20-30 ticks there. So then we just follow it down and keep 4 candles behind until we get taken out. So that's an option there. But one of the main things with the manager is we didn't panic on this pullback against the trade. We got this higher than average volume, rejection of the highs, and then the follow through with higher than average volume to bring us all the way down here. The manager maximizes the profits. So we used quite a few indicators here. I'm going to put the links down in the description. But again, it's very important. If you're an active retail day trader for futures, you need to rely on more than one strategy, because market conditions change and you can't always rely on the one strategy. So we used the xBrat range breakout. Didn't work today. 3 or 4 times out of the week on oil, works very well. Then we fell back onto our xBrat algo. We got the signals, we got the confirmation, and now we're managing the trade. Very, very simple, just so repeatable, and all you need really is one screen with those 3 chart setups. Hopefully that helps. Speak to you all really soon.